Sure. So what to say to a potential new student? So embrace the inner hypochondriac. Bring your health issues as your motivation to want to study, because if you've ever had a serious health issue, or someone you love has had a serious health issue and it didn't go so well, and you want to know how could you learn to deliver a better outcome, that might be an excellent starting motivation. So I encourage my students to take it personally, that it's not just about the other person and it's not just a cold, distant arm's length. Take it personally and get out of this training what you can for yourself. And then you have something to offer someone else, and you can walk beside someone else on their journey as you do on yours. And that sharing, caring, networking has a lot to offer. We don't play God, we don't make life and death decisions, but we certainly help people make their own decisions and empower them to heal themselves. And that's a big difference. So engage with your own dilemmas and see how that translates to help other folk with their major problems as well, and empower them to heal themselves too. If you can deliver when other folk fail, the money will come, because your reputation will become known as, so Sharon, you can do an amazing job for most anyone with most anything, particularly difficult ones. I'm prepared to pay for that. I'm prepared to pay my after-tax dollars, whatever your fee is. If you can get a good outcome, and I've spent plenty of money elsewhere and failed, I'm prepared to pay you for that. So that would be the motivation to become an excellent homeopathic practitioner, because the money follows the excellence in your clinical outcomes. That's a good reason. So I wouldn't lead with the money, but the money follows, and you can make quite a comfortable income, and you can shape your private practice to any way you like, whether it's school-friendly hours, child-friendly, a second income after you're the chief breadwinner. You can do it full-time, part-time, online, international, in English and in any other language. You can get resources in most every other language in the world. Our textbooks are written in multiple languages. So if English is not your first language, that's no handicap to become an excellent homeopath as well. So on the topic still of being a small business person, the unasked question is the remuneration, the funding, the money that you can make. And I'd like to say that if you're a good homeopath, an excellent homeopath, your capacity to get good outcomes for difficult clients who've been elsewhere and spent lots of money elsewhere, your reputation will become known as where to go first, let alone last. And people would be prepared to pay for that out of their own private after-tax dollars, even if we aren't supported by the government or Medicare or whatever your health insurance system is. We get results, and people are prepared to pay for that. And there are some homeopaths who charge significantly. But to counter that, we also do a significant amount of free work, pro bono work, charity work. And I guess that builds more credibility, more community support, that we are prepared to put our money where our mouth is and do free work as well. And that builds our credibility in the community, that we're not just in it for the money, we're doing it for the greater good of the community as well. The devotion you put into it pays a dividend in time, particularly if you get through those first early years of business practice. You know this fact, 80% of small businesses go bankrupt before 5 years. That's anything, whether you're a dairy or a shoe sailor or whatever. So we want our graduates to get past that 5-year mark and flourish and excel and have a sense of participation in the community and delivering great outcomes in whatever their speciality or generalization is, and make a big difference. And that makes a difference as small as your neighborhood or as big as the globe. So that's what we're aiming for. Bring homeopathy back into its magistry is the term. Well, if you are content, if you've done your due diligence, or if you've been led by desperation to engage with homeopathy, then you know there's nothing better, then do bother. Put the effort in and get good at this, because it pays you back. You put the time in, you do the blood, sweat and tears, the outcome will follow with good outcomes and good remuneration and good standing in the community. Probably something personal where you were touched on your journey, given your issues, your susceptibility, your problems, and you have a profound healing experience and you are never the same ever again. So any client who's had a good homeopathic prescription would probably be able to relate to that. So not only do we study to be practitioners, but we may well engage with our own therapy, our own journey, our own healing. And I think that is why I'd encourage engaging with being a hypochondriac and heal yourself. I mean, I feel as though all my training, 14 years of full-time equivalent training, every class I went to, every assignment I ever wrote would have been somewhat about myself as well. Now, I'm not being self-absorbed, but it's about the healing journey. That's profound. What I've learned about myself, the changes I've made, it's just an incredible thing to heal and be well and let go of unnecessary, unresolved issues and move on and be well. So I think that's what changes things a bit. In education, we do talk about how when you learn something that your worldview changes and it's never the same since. I think that's probably what even engaging and encountering homeopathy is like for the first time. And usually that's through a vicarious clinical experience, either yourself or someone you know who's had an experience and something remarkable and profound has happened that has never happened before, may have happened again, and they go, wow, you had that happen? That seems miraculous. And we are frequently alluded to as being miracle workers. Now, we may be, but I don't know if miracle's the right word, but we do incredible work. And when that is seen, that's the proof. There's the evidence. It's a personal experience. So some of our best advocates were once critics who had a personal experience and said, my gosh, I would be dead now if it wasn't for homeopathy, or I would have lost a critical body function. And so often historical homeopaths have these conversion experiences where they had a profound experience by being a patient and were healed and go, oh my gosh, I have to do this now. This is my thing. There's nothing better because of that conversion experience. It sounds rather, seeing the burning bush on the road to Damascus, but it's that kind of thing that people have as a personal experience as well. That makes the difference. Well, the idea that both individually for them as a person on their own healing journey and what they can offer the community and translating that into making a difference, particularly for difficult, complex, chronic clients, to make a difference for those folk, because where do the difficult clients go? Who looks after them? So rather than being on the medical garbage heap, we can help them, they can improve, they can return back to their communities and their families and have a significant life thereafter. I guess it's the opportunity for the innovations and the novelty of us doing something that we believe is better than anything else and has ever been done by anyone ever before. We're doing something radical and innovative and new, and we're doing it well because we've been there before. Jean and I in particular, we've taught for decades the old way, and we want to do something novel and new and different and better. And we believe we've done that, and we're rolling it out, and the feedback we're getting is excellent. So we want our students to appreciate that we've gone the extra yard to give them something better and different than anything else offered anywhere ever before now. And it's going to get better into the future. We've got constant novel new ideas that we're rolling out to do it better and better than we've ever seen and experienced and taught and delivered before. Now you're getting the best.